You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on The Boy and the Beast. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today's anime review, we get to cover another anime movie once again from director Mamoru Hosoda. For today's anime review is The Boy and the Beast. The Boy and the Beast is a 2015 Japanese anime action adventure fantasy film written and directed by Mamoru Hosoda. The film stars in the voices of Koji Yakusho, Aoi Miyazaki, Shota Somentani, Suzu Hirose, Kazuhiro Yamaji, Mamoru Miyano, Kappei Yamaguchi, and many other casts in the anime movie The Boy and the Beast. Yes, and this anime movie was released on July 11th, 2015 as well. So let's review this anime movie, The Boy and the Beast. So let's begin. It starts off with 9-year-old Ren, who recently lost his mother with no news of his father and refusing to live with his legal guardians. Ren flees into the streets of Shibuya. Ren steals some food and sleeps in the alley, reminiscing the aftermath of his mother's funeral. In the Beast Kingdom, the Grandmaster has decided he will retire in order to reincarnate as a deity and names two potential successors. The popular Iozen, who is also the only father of two children, and the powerful Kumatsu, who is lonely and lazy. The Grandmaster suggests that Kumatsu find a disciple in hopes of inspiring him to succeed him as well. As we expect what is going on in the movie The Boy and the Beast as well. Yep. So that's the thing, which is a questionable reason as well. Yep. Anyway, so while wandering the streets of Tokyo with his makeshift companion Tatara, Komatetsu, yeah, meets Ren and suggests that the boy becomes his disciple. Though Ren is fiercely opposed, he follows Komatetsu back to the Beast Kingdom out of curiosity, but is unable to go back to the human world as he watches a battle between Iozen and Kumatetsu. Ren is impressed with Kumatetsu's persistence. Despite the lack of support from onlookers when Ren cheers for him, Kumatetsu is easily defeated. However, the Grandmaster declares the actual duel of succession has not come yet as well at this point. By this time, taking Ren as a disciple, Kumatetsu gives him a new name, Kyota. Their initial training seasons go poorly, but Kyota realizes that he can learn from Kumatetsu by imitating him while performing his household chores. The boy gradually discovers that he can predict his master's movements and can dodge and move adaptedly in combat. They soon begin training together. After 8 years, the teenage Kuyata has become a distinguished kendo practitioner. Moreover, through his relationship with Kyuta as well, particularly to explain what is going on in the Boy and the Beast as well. Yep. Kumatetsu gains his own following of supporters, including the younger son of Iozen, Jiro Maru, who wishes to be trained by Kumatetsu. Kyuta finds a way back to the human world and befriends Kaede, a young student in the process. Kyuta finds his father, who has been searching for Ren and since he disappeared and wants to catch up. Torn by his double life, he is unable to reconcile the resentment he had as Ren and the lack of connections he has as Kyuta. When he rejects both his father and Kumatetsu, he discovers a powerful void within himself that nearly overwhelms him, whichever called on what you see in The Boy and the Beast as well. Until Kaede gets him to calm him down and gives him a bracelet that he has helped her with, and she becomes a serious anxious. On the day of the succession duel, Kumatetsu loses confidence without Kyuta's encouragement and is nearly subdued by Iozen. However, Kyuta has been secretly watching and reveals himself, helping Kumatetsu defeat Iozen when Kumatetsu is declared by the winner and the new lord. Iozen's elder son, Ichiro Ohiko, is revealed to be a human who has been found on the streets of Tokyo as an infant and adopted by Iozen, having developed a vacuum in his heart like Kyuta, unwilling to believe that he is a human and not a beast, which is probably, truth be told, was see what is going on in the Boy and the Beast as well. Why? That's how the question is, particularly. It's just probably how they were wanted to know how the identity, how truth be told, is how you revealed particularly something what is going on in this particular anime movie like The Boy and the Beast as well. So that's how you would expect seeing what is going on as well, as you noticed as well. Yep. By this time, Ichiko manifests telekinetic powers and seriously injures Kumatetsu with his Iozen sword. Kyuta is nearly overtaken by his own emptiness and tries to kill Ichiro. Hiko begins his senses with Kaide's bracelets as Ichiro Hiko is consumed by darkness and disappears. Kyuta decides to leave for the human world to fight Ichiro Hiko when Kaede refuses to leave him as well, as you expected. They are attacked by Ichiro Hiko, who takes the form of a destructive whale as well. By this time, unable to hold his own grudge against Ichiro Hiko, the young man decides to use the vacuum within himself, as what you expect in this anime movie, to absorb his opponent's negative energy and then kill himself, saving everyone else. However, Kumatetsu uses his new privilege as the Lord and reincarnates as a deity, taking the form of a sword to be handled with the heart as well. In the reference to their first training season together, he emerges with his pupil's form, filling his empty void with him as well. Yep. Together, the two manage to defeat Ichiro Hiko without killing him as well. Yep. So, by this time, Ichiro Hiko wakes up surrounded by his adoptive family. Meanwhile, back in Shibuya, Ren is talking to Kumatetsu, who now resides inside him, and the two have a heartfelt moment together, with Kumatetsu promising to always be there for Ren and threatening to beat him up from the inside if he wavers again. And by this time in the aftermath, Ren celebrates his victory with Kaede in the Beast Kingdom and returns to the human world, as you expected. What is it with human worlds and beast kingdoms in anime? But that is the question, though. After reconciling with his father and himself, Ren decides to live once again in the human world, with Kumatetsu forever residing in his heart, if you will. So that's how my review on the plot summary about the anime movie The Boy and the Beast as well. The film was released in Japan on July 11th, 2015 in Japan. The film received its international premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival and its UK premiere at the BFI London Film Festival on October 16, 2015. Yep. In December 2014, Gaumont secured international sales outside Asia and theatrical distribution rights in France. The film was released in France on January 13th, 2016. Yep. Funimation licensed the film for the United States release. It opened in select theaters there on March 4th, 2016. It has been licensed by Studio Canal for the UK and Ireland release, Madman Entertainment for the Australian release, and Mongirl Media for the Canadian release. At this point, for this particular anime movie, like The Boy and the Beast as well. And yet, this anime movie was directed by Mamoru Hosoda, who's known for his work on anime. He's known for such as Digimon the movie, Summer Wars, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Mirai, and Wolf Children, particularly, as you noticed. And yet, I had to cover every certain anime reviews just to cover a Mamoru Hosoda film as well. The film was the number one at the Japanese box office during its opening weekend, replacing Avengers: Age of Ultron, earning approximately US $5.4 million from 492,000 admissions on 457 screens as well. And yet, before being dethroned by Hero 2 in the second week, the film was Japan's second highest grossing film in the year 2015, with a total box office gross of converted from yen US 58.6 million US dollars. The film ranked number 28 at the American box office during its opening weekend on March 4th, 2016. As of March 16, 2016, the film has an American box office gross of $474,308 in the US, particularly as well. I mean, the critical response about The Boy and the Beast, the review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes reported that 90% of the critics has given the film positive review based on 67 reviews, with an average rating of 7.34 out of 10. The website's critics consensus, The Boy and the Beast combines the familiar parts to create a griping, beautifully animated feature adventure with the innovative storytelling to match its visual appeal as well. Mark Schilling of the Japan Times said that the film has more in common with the Harry Potter series than in the usual female-centered Hayao Miyazaki-type fantasy, and would say that the storyline stays centered on Kyota's long-vexed struggle to become not only strong but also whole. Richard Enzibus of Kotaku said, The Boy and the Beast is an entertaining coming-of-age adventure on one hand and an excellent thematic exploration on the other. This is one of those films that has been perfect for any age group. There is something for everyone in this one, and Charles Solomon of the Los Angeles Times said, The Boy and the Beast is a bracing tale of two flawed individuals who find the love and discipline they need to assume their rightful place in their respective worlds. Peter Degberg of Variety called it an action-packed buddy movie that strategically combines several of Japanese fans' favorites ingredients, conflicted the teens, supernatural creatures, and epic battles as well. Yep. Pat Pueda of the Washington Post wrote, but it is the world of man, not beast, that makes this coming-of-age movie most touching. Two or less that how the satisfactory results of any critics of any certain part of the newspaper thing about how they wanted discussed of how they mentioned about the film The Boy and the Beast, which is almost to the results. Either if it's having 67 positive reviews as well. And yet, this was particularly... Yeah, The Boy and the Beast is another anime that I haven't done a review until now, ever since I have been reviewing a lot of my previous anime reviews in the past, but this anime review on The Boy and the Beast definitely takes the cake, though. Even though I look back on my previous anime review on The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Summer Wars, Wolf Children as well, particularly because this is another Mamoru Hosoda film that I haven't reviewed until now. So that's going to be it for my anime review on The Boy and the Beast for today's anime review. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts on this. When I first watched it, I really enjoyed it because this has got me into some anime movies that are directed by Mamoru Hosoda, which is probably in the same way how any certain anime movies directed by either Mamoru Oshii or Hayao Miyazaki to its day as well. If you haven't seen it, check it out if you can get it on DVD. Hope subscribe for content on my anime plan, link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter, Facebook if you have Twitter, Facebook account, all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Keep it otaku for this anime review, and I got another anime review coming up next for this holiday season here.
Stay tuned for my next anime review. It's time to tune in with the holiday season for tomorrow's anime review on Love Hina Christmas Special Silent Eve. Stay tuned for my next anime review on Love Hina Christmas Special Silent Eve because you won't want to miss another anime review.